Hey all, how you doing? It's Dominic Weber here, bringing you session 2 of the Intro to Cognitive Behavioral Therapy and how we use it to help people quit smoking. So in session 1, you learned about WHIP, wait, hold off, inhale, and procrastinate. And the whole point of this was simply to interrupt a thought pattern. That's the first step. In cognitive behavioral therapy, it's all about your thoughts create feelings or emotions. We call these neurotransmitters or hormones, but they're still in your brain. Your thoughts trigger these things, and that results in some type of feeling, and then it results in some type of behavior or action, which is normally, I need a cigarette, then you smoke. That's how quickly it happens. That's the thought all the way to the feeling to the action. So we learned how wait, hold off, inhale, and procrastinate. Now we're going to add to that procrastination. All right. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a longer 15-second procrastination. And this was actually introduced to me by Andy Shaw, who wrote a book called A Bug-Free Mind. And I found it very beneficial. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is hold a positive thought for 15 seconds straight. That's it. That's all you got to do. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to do this in a little bit. But let's back up a little bit. You need some sort of thought. It doesn't matter what. It can be, having your child, a memory of your child. It could be a childhood memory. It could be getting married. It could be winning a football game. It could be finding a quarter on the ground. It doesn't really matter. Something that just made you feel good. That's the only point. And you're going to take that thought and you're going to hold it for 15 seconds. Now, if you're one of those people that was just going to watch right through this and not actually do it and just watch it, or if you're one of those people that said, this is stupid, I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to be very blunt with you right now and tell you you're never going to quit smoking because you can't even think of something for 15 seconds. How are you going to be able to control your life if you can't control something for 15 seconds? So ask yourself, if you said this is a stupid idea or I'll do it later, who was it that was saying that? The answer is it's your ego, and this is a lesson for another time. But essentially, your ego wants you to stay exactly where you are. Your ego doesn't want change. Your ego doesn't want you out of your comfort zone. Your ego says, everything's fine, everything's okay. We don't need to do any of this stuff. You already know all that. You'll be fine. Really? Then why are you still smoking? All right. I've heard it said a million times. If you want things in your life to change, you have to change the things in your life. The very first thing we're doing is teaching you how to change your mind. You're learning how to actually control your thoughts. And then we're going to use those thoughts in a new way down the road. So I'm going to give you 15 seconds. I got a little timer here and you can go ahead and start. And time. How'd you do? Would you be surprised to learn that most people can't hold a thought for more than 3 to 4 seconds before they start thinking about something else? It's pretty common at the beginning. This didn't happen overnight for me. It took practice. Just like in any sports or any music or anything you do, cooking, it doesn't really matter. Anything you do in life, you usually suck at it at the beginning, and you keep doing it, repetition over and over again, and you get better and better. It's going to be the same with this. So I want you to whip. I want you to whip constantly. I want you to whip all the time. It's not just about whipping cigarettes anymore. It's just about trying to learn how to create a new thought pattern. In fact, Devlin says that it's probably going to be pretty hard for you to whip and think of a positive thought for 15 seconds while you crave a cigarette. You guys will have to tell me. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if you can, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just try to hold the positive thoughts for other times. It doesn't really matter. Just keep at it. Continue to just learn how to use this tool. We're giving you the tools to build a new house. All right. But the first thing we have to do is we have to learn how to use the tools to quit that we're given. Once we do that, we can move forward. Join me next session where I'm going to talk in detail a little bit more about how cognitive behavioral therapy actually works inside the brain and dopamine and some other fun stuff like that. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.